Hi everyone, Janie here and welcome back. So as you can see, I am inside, I'm in my kitchen right now, and the reason for that is it is raining. It is not even like sprinkling this morning, it is full on raining here in Northern California, which is very, very odd for us. Once it gets into the summertime, we do not have any days of rain. Like you don't even check the weather report because it doesn't happen. So it is very different for us. This whole year, the weather has been kind of odd, but you know what? I will take some rain. I'm sure my plants are absolutely loving it, and any rain in our drought area of California is super, super helpful. So it is a good day, and I am actually inside getting a bunch of stuff done that I've kind of put off just because I'd rather be out in the garden. So one of the things that I wanted to get done today is I wanted to film this video on Lomi, which is by Pela. And I do have to say this is a sponsored video. However, I would do this for free. Don't tell Pela that, but I am super excited about this. And the reason why I know about Lomi is because when I was watching YouTube, an advertisement came on and it was one of those skip ad. You could press the skip ad button, and I did not push that button. And I watched the whole commercial, and I think it was like a 10-minute long commercial because I was so intrigued about what it was. And what it was, if you guys haven't heard of Lomi, is it is an electric countertop composter. So what it does is it breaks down your food waste from your kitchen, and it breaks it down into nutrient dirt, not in a matter of weeks like a regular composter. Like I have my tumbling composter in the backyard, and it's full and it's breaking down everything and it's doing a great job, I'm sure, but that's taking forever. This does it in a matter of hours. Okay, let me show you. So let me introduce you to Lomi. So I have to say, I am really happy. I think they did a really good job with the design of it. It's really, inconspicuous, I would say. Lomi just lives right here, right next to my coffee maker right here. And I honestly think it's just gonna stay there because I have used Lomi since I got it. I have used it every single day. And I would say these two things, my coffee maker and my Lomi, are things that I just use all the time in the kitchen. So I think it deserves a spot on the countertop. And what I do is when I have leftover food waste, all I do is I open up the top right here, you just twist it, and then you just scrape it into the bucket right there. And you wanna fill it up until it's about 75% full, and then you can run Lomi. And if you don't have enough, you just snap the top back on like this, and it totally seals in all the smell. So it's not like you have one of those stinky compost bins sitting on your countertop and you can smell it as soon as you walk into the kitchen. It completely traps all the smell in here, so it doesn't even bother you at all. I have found, I am a family of 4, but I do have 2 young children that tend not to eat all their food, especially at dinner time. And so I have found that I am filling Lomi up about once a day, and I'm running it every evening. What we do is we clean up after dinner, we start the dishwasher, and we start Lomi, and it runs overnight. And then by the time morning comes, I wake up and I have a bucket of nutrient-rich dirt. Can you guys see that? Nutrient-rich dirt that I can add to the soil outside. Or, you can put this in your houseplants if you want, or anything like that. I just think it is so fantastic. So I wanted to show you guys this. What I did is I saved a couple rounds of Lomi and what the dirt actually looks like. This is watermelon rinds, if you can believe it, leftover carrots that the girls didn't eat from their snacks at school. This is chicken. This is leftover burrito bowls, leftover salad that we didn't eat all of. I did put in some popcorn, and I wasn't thinking about it, but the popcorn kernels did not break down. So I would say don't put popcorn in Lomi unless you're sure that there's no more popcorn kernels. But yeah, I just think that this is so fantastic. And what my plan is for this is I'm just going to throw it in. I have a soil bin in my greenhouse that's where I store my soil whenever I want to repot something. And I'm just going to throw this in there and just kind of keep adding to it. And it's going to bring some more nutrients to that soil. And then it also uses all my family's food waste, so I don't have to worry about it. And again, it's overnight. It's a matter of hours that Lomi breaks down all of this stuff into nutrient-rich dirt. So in addition to food scraps, the other thing that Lomi can break down are actually bioplastics. And now I haven't tried this feature, but I did want to tell you guys about it because I think it's pretty cool. So you can't just put any plastic in Lomi. It has to be like a Lomi approved is what they say. And it's just those biodegradable plastics, you know, when you go to the store and you get the utensils and they say they're biodegradable, or those plastic bags that you get from the produce section that are the biodegradable plastic bags, those can actually go in Lomi and Lomi can actually break it down. And I just have to say, can you imagine if all the plastics we used in this world were biodegradable, and then instead of throwing them away and them going into the dump and then ending up in our oceans, can you imagine if we put all of our plastics in Lomi and Lomi broke it down and then we all used it as dirt? Like, I really think they're onto something. I think that this is really, really cool. So let me show you guys how to work Lomi and we'll get started doing a round. All right, let me start off with emptying Lomi from last night's round. All you do is you take off the top like that and then you take out the bucket. And there you go. There's the dirt. Can you guys see that? There's the dirt that I had from last night. So this was originally about 75% full, and then it broke itself down into about that much dirt. So not a ton, but whatever. It's keeping all of that food scraps out of the landfill, right? So I just empty it out like that. And then if anything's stuck in there with the little grinders, I just take a spoon and I kind of move it around just so I can get all of the dirt out. And depending on whatever you put in there, it kind of changes what the dirt looks like. So you guys can see, you know, I think that this one had a lot more greens and salad and stuff like this. I think this one had a lot of oranges and strawberries, like fruit that was left over that was going old in my refrigerator. So it all looks fantastic. And I think my plants will really, really like that when I mix it with the other soil that I have. All right, so just gonna put the bucket right back in there. Lomi is not plugged in right now, and I usually leave it unplugged until I start it, and then what I do is I'll just start filling it up. So let me show you guys some of the things. I'll look around in my fridge and see what's going bad. All right, I found this was my banana peel from my breakfast this morning, and then part of the banana I didn't want to eat because it was mushy. Here's some cereal my girls didn't finish, and it's all mushy and gross right now, so I'll put that in. And then we did have some leftovers. Of course, zucchini and squash that I barbecued on the barbecue, and then it's just kind of been sitting and now it's mushy, and I'm sure nobody's gonna eat that. And then from the same dinner, I have some leftover barbecue chicken. Now, you don't wanna put chicken bones or meat that is too fatty, but this is just chicken breast with some barbecue sauce, so I think that should be perfect. All right, and every time I run Lomi, I throw in one of these Lomi pods, which is a compost accelerator, and it says it has beneficial microbes that accelerate the composting process. So it's just a little tab, and I just throw one of these in, just like that, throw one of it in, and then I put about 2 ounces of water in the bucket as well. And then after that, I just put on the top. And then plug Lomi in. So once you plug Lomi in, these lights are gonna go on, and then you'll have 3 modes that you can choose from, as indicated by these little graphics, these circles right here. So the first one in the middle is the eco mode, and that's the one that's gonna break down your food waste very quickly and very efficiently. It's gonna get things done in just a matter of hours, very, very quickly. The next one, to change it, you just hold down the button like that, and then the green light is going to be illuminated underneath this circle. This is the Lomi approved mode. I actually haven't used this mode yet because I haven't had any bioplastics to break down. But if you had those biodegradable produce bags or the biodegradable utensils, you would put it in Lomi, and then you would choose this Lomi approved mode, and that would be able to break down those bioplastics. The third mode, which is over here with the little seedling plant, is I think the one that's gonna be most interesting to us gardeners, and this is grow mode. And what grow mode does is it runs at a lower heat level, so it maintains all the nutrients in the food waste. So when you add the nutrient-rich dirt to your plants, it's still gonna have those nutrients and it's gonna be able to feed your garden with the product of Lomi. So grow mode and eco express mode are the two that I have used the most since I got Lomi. So for today, I'm gonna choose grow mode, and then I'm just going to press the button and that's gonna get it started. So it will illuminate and it'll go through and it'll tell you which level Lomi is at, and then it'll beep once it's done, and then you know that your Lomi has finished its process of breaking down your food wastes and making it into nutrient-rich dirt. All right, so that is it for Lomi. It is very easy. It just sits on my countertop and I just scrape my food waste in there and then push the button and get it started. I will insert a clip right now so you guys can see what this cycle with the food that I just put in there, what it ends up looking like. Again, it just looks like dirt, the stuff that you can just throw into your garden. And because I'm using the grow mode, it's gonna be nutrient-rich dirt that my plants outside are going to love. So like I said, I really think pela is onto something. I think that if this catches on, it could really help with our environmental impact, at least when it comes to plastics and food waste. And I think it is really, really cool because instead of taking months to break down like a normal composter, this will take hours. And I've used it so much. Even in these past 3 weeks, I've really become more conscious of how much food my family is wasting, and what I'm doing with it. I'm not just throwing it away for it to go into a landfill and for the garbage truck to have to use gas to bring it to the landfill. I'm really paying attention to what I'm doing. And I think that is wonderful for the earth and for the environment. So let me know if you guys have any questions with my experience. Like I've said, I've only used Lomi for a couple weeks now, so I can speak on my experience with Lomi. If you have any technical questions or want to know more information, I will leave a link to the Pela website down below. And Pela is the maker of Lomi, and you guys can check that out, and that is where you can purchase the Lomi if you're interested in that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know this was a little bit different of a video, but it was perfect because of the rain today, and I've been using this, and I definitely wanted to share this with you guys. So thank you again to Pela for giving me a chance to check this cool appliance out. I'm really happy to have it, and like I said, it's gonna live right next to my coffee maker, so you know it's gonna get some use. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get into your garden today.